Guys, this morning we are here live. Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Welcome back to Tank Talks, our daily early morning live chat. We are coming to you from vacation, and there's not really a great spot where we're staying today. We're doing the hop around vacation, checking out some different locales, driving a couple hours away each day, and boy, it is a blast. We're checking out Colorado excuse me, for this vacation, so we're having fun, keeping it close to home, but just far enough to get some really great spots in, some great views. Let's our link below, and let's get into today's episode, which is how Japan and its second largest bank, SBI Holdings, this is Yoshitaka Kitao. SBI Bank is the second largest bank in Japan, and SBI Holdings has a CEO whose name is Yoshitaka Kitao. First name Yoshitaka, last name Kitao. And he's actually not just the CEO, he's actually a genius, along with some of these other folks we've been dealing with lately in the crypto space. Here comes another one. He's a banking guy from Japan, and he's an absolute visionary. What's his name? Yoshitaka Kitao, you ask. I tell. He's the head of this bank. He's been a board member of Ripple Labs for a long time now. And he also, we have folks walking by. He also is most practically focused on XRP and where they're going and what they're doing, why they're doing it. You know, I'm looking off to the side, I'm sorry, because I've got notes that I've got to follow. There's no great way to set up here this morning, so I'm doing the best that I can. Now, this banking giant is backing XRP. And what I'm going to do, I think, to help out here, so I can look at you just a little bit better, is just to kind of like do that. Now I think I can look at you and see my notes a little better, sure. Oh, yes, much better. Lose a little bit of our mountain view here. That's okay. Coming to you from the parking lot, Crypto Info. Anyway, Yoshitaka Kitao isn't just the CEO of SBI Holdings. This guy's a visionary. All right. Here's what this company is. It's the banking it's the banking giant of Japan, essentially, is SBI Holdings. It's one of Japan's largest financial groups with arms in banking, asset management, FX trading, and venture capital. Now, here's the thing with them. They're co-building RippleNet in Asia. So they're not just supporting Ripple. They're literally, SBI Holdings is co-building Ripple. Helping to build Ripple's company in Asia. In 2020, SBI acquired B2C2, one of the largest crypto market makers, solidifying institutional grade liquidity for digital assets like XRP. Pretty huge. Their joint venture, SBI Ripple Asia, has been at the forefront of integrating XRP into remittance corridors between Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, and Thailand for a little while now. Sorry, it's very dry mouth. Sorry, not very nice. Asia's RippleNet hub. Let's talk about that. So Japan leads the way here. Asia is home to some of the most dynamic remittance and forex markets. SBI Ripple Asia has onboarded over 60 Japanese banks, nearly 80% of the country's banking network. Pretty huge. Into RippleNet's blockchain infrastructure. So that's pretty large stuff. It's pretty vital. One of the main reasons because Ripple acts as liquidity bridge between liquid currency pairs, reducing costs and delays across traditional SWIFT channels that have been used in the past. And with Japan's Financial Services Agency, or FSA, giving regulatory clarity on XRP, huge news. The token stands apart from murky waters of kind of like the U.S. and European no regulation, unknown regulations. Didn't say that well, sorry. You know what I mean? Lack of regulations. From remittances to value internet. This is what the connection means in Japan. It's not just banking. SBI and Ripple are laying down infrastructure for micropayments as well, cross-border e-commerce, and tokenized securities. It's basically the internet of value that's being laid down here in Japan for Ripple by Yoshitaka Kitao's, by essentially SBI Holdings. There's so much on this. I want to make sure that I'm staying in order, and I want to make sure that I'm saying the pertinent things because I could keep going on this forever and ever on each topic. Ripple keeps talking about, basically like XRP being the engine of this ripple of value, and that's kind of what we're referring to here. This is what's going on. Their SBI stake in MoneyTap. Go check out MoneyTap. Pull that one up. Please research these companies I'm bringing up. Please, if you don't mind, it'll help you a lot to understand what's going on. It's a Ripple-powered app. Consumers can already settle peer-to-peer transactions, payments, basically in Japan using RippleNet. So it's already taking place. Not looking so great there. It's fast, it's low cost, and it's already live. They're already using this. Pretty crazy. I didn't know that they were using that. I heard of it, but I didn't know they were using it already. Meanwhile, institutional liquidity is getting tighter. SBI is backing XRP as a settlement currency for SBI VC trade, which is large stuff, large movement. It's crypto exchange and positioning XRP as a price pair for future tokenized asset trading. It's pretty huge. The global implications, Kitao's endgame here, Yoshitaka Kitao's endgame. What is the endgame? What is Yoshitaka Kitao? What is SBI holdings, SBI Bank, SBI Remit, all of their holdings. What is that company doing? Really, 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 in the end, what are they doing? What are they doing with XRP? What's their goal? What do you think they'd be trying to do? By the way, please tap the like and subscribe, and know, of course, that this channel is never for financial advice. It is only for information and educational purposes only. I want to make sure I get that in there every single video at least once, and I do, and I have, and I will. He's building a system where XRP is not just a cryptocurrency, but a global bridge for central banks, guys, commercial institutions, and fintech firms alike. So huge, covering the gamut. With SBI's vast influence and Japan's, we would say, my notes are saying progressive. I would say, I'm going to tailor it to say, I give my notes a little tweaker and say, well, I'll say progressive regulatory stance. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. I want to go with it. I want to be flowing. Don't want to be contentious. With SBI's vast influence and Japan's progressive regulatory stance, let's just say. Okay. We could see XRP become the oil that greases global financial engine. I think that's what all of us have been waiting for. It's what all of us have been talking about all this time, and kind of like the reason why is putting all these pieces together and saying, no, wait a minute, it really does look like this is what's happening. So anyway, I want to make sure that real quick, just bear with me. I want to make sure, because I don't have my tech person today and we're off site, so I want to make sure that we are coming in okay sound wise. I do believe we are. Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great sound wise. That is pretty crucial. You can hear me. So essentially, we're not looking at hype here. We know that. We're looking at real world development. We're looking that sends price charts soaring. Never financial advice. I think we know what's going to happen here coming up with XRP. I don't think it takes a genius to see it. Now, is it going to happen when everybody wants it to happen? No, it never does. It never will. If we could do that with charts, everybody would be rich. You know what I mean? There has to be all the movement to do what it does for every chart. Until that point hits, of course, with the winners that want to shoot to the moon in reg market or crypto market. You can take your Nvidia, you can take anything that does that. It just has its time to shine, and then will correct, but because it's a real player, stands strong on support, doesn't go anywhere, continues to ever etch and create higher highs and higher lows as it continues its journey. So the good ones. And never financial advice on the channel. You'll have to find out what these are for yourself. We're here to give you some education on crypto, give you some daily information, usually on crypto, and hopefully entertain you and inspire you just a little bit to get yourself, moving along with crypto. So we're not dealing with meme coin fairy tale crap here. This isn't what we're dealing with. Pie in the sky stuff. This other stuff. That's not what we're dealing with here. We're rated in regulatory clarity here. Real world partnerships, as you know, infrastructure ownership, and more of all of this increasing. So Kitao and SBI are they're betting huge on XRP. It's obvious. Ripple and XRP. They're so I don't know, intimately twined with XRP, that wow. So anyhow, let's see how they build. Let's see how this transpires moving forward. The connection with SBI and Ripple and XRP. And we'll keep you posted on it. Please don't forget to tap our link below. Please don't forget to tap our Caleb link. All of a sudden got the hiccups. And thanks for for sticking with us and checking out our live this morning. Got a few people on this morning. Please don't forget to tap that like and subscribe. And we're sorry that we missed you all that are coming in now to our video, but we hope you have a lovely day. Please join us next time on Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with the Tanka. We'll see you tomorrow morning, guys. Have a great day today.